Ultra Tower! Wizard! They are demolished! Destruction, thy name is Klaus!
But only 8 seconds left. He's going on a furious finish to the very end. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gets it just in time! Klaus, like the wrath of God, he will destroy the cities of your land and tear down all your strongholds!
No, it's going to be Klaus, in fact. Klaus. We're stepping on each other's toes, but you know what? You've got more clash ability in your pinky finger than I do in my whole body, so please take away this attack, Itsu.
Well, I mean, with Klaus, everything is different, okay? He's bringing, again, like his complete own approach because he likes those hero dives. He's bringing the lock launcher to the party. He's having a super giant in there as well. Well, then to finish things off with the Lado. But we have to see how he's going to utilize those because he's starting things off with the jump spell with an Ice Golem to get this king into this multi-inferno tower compartment. Then maybe the lock launcher to dive towards the town hall. I mean, he has done crazy divers. I cannot wait to see how much limit testing he's going to do with those heroes on this one.
Devilish entry. I do question whether the jump spell was worth it. He really must want to take down this multi-target Inferno. Very much so. But he got the freeze on there, and that protected the troops for a little bit longer as Klaus will now spread out the heroes going on both the left and bottom sides of this base. Try to pierce deeper inside. Log launcher directly onto that Eagle artillery and grabs a multi-Inferno and is even going to start to tick away at that single target Inferno as it paths directly toward the town hall. I like this entry from Klaus. But look out, Rocket Loons are swarming on in. The strike against that Royal Champion is going to finish them off, and the poor Yetis have no way to fire back against that Rocket Loon squad.
This is just so crazy. I mean, maybe normal players would have waited for the heroes to get their value, but he's already starting with those Lado to make sure that he's protecting this queen, which is now working as cleanup, or if there's any defense left standing, this queen can now get this out of the way, using the warden ability really early on, heal spell as well to get out of the town of poison as quickly as possible. With getting healing things up, and we hear already the crowd cheering because they know already what is left of this base. That's right, it's nothing.
Heal spell is a bit unusual. We usually see the rage with these loons, but Klaus has kept so many of them up. Once again, a monstrous overkill from the Queen Walker Stephanie, and Klaus will indeed keep them in the lead now. That percentage advantage justified with another triple, and on an 11-11 scoreline, it's now up to GS to try to clutch another triple on their very final attack just to give themselves a little bit of hope against the overwhelming staying power that
And it's going to be Klaus with the next attack. A player that is so well known across the world, in the internet, the most loved YouTube thumbnail person there is. The man, the myth, the legend himself, Klaus, coming in here, and what is that? That's just what we love to see. 2 healers, Woody. We rarely see that. What is that? Like a small queen charge, a small queen walk? We don't know yet, but he has brought 2 hounds and 2 healers. So it's kind of a combination. It's something between a hero dive Lalo and a queen charge Lalo. So let's see what it's going to be. Maybe even it's a royal champion walk Lalo. Who knows? You can never know when a man like Klaus is attacking.
To charge the queen or not to charge? That is the question. And Klaus will not give any answer. He's going to do a little quasi-charge here with the unicorn to support as well. Klaus is also well known as a base builder, and with some hard work attacking on his own. In fact, pulling off that 3-star yesterday in the war against GS, he's going to be pushing hard again to put the nail in the coffin for Repotted Gaming here now. He gets a good shot here with the queen against this right side corner. She's still topped off pretty well, taking a few shots here, but nothing that's going to cause any concern for her going down. Multi-target Inferno in the middle, though, is getting repaired, though, and that could be really bad news for Klaus. Can he finish it off? He's got loons. He's got a Yeti making its way there.
It's looking good for sure, but this queen has taken a lot of damage, and the town hall is still already active. Now the Headhunter and the Town Hall are on the Queen, and he makes it invisible. Oh my god, but I don't know if the Queen will be able to take the Town Hall out with the ability used. No, she's shooting away at the troops. He has a free spell left, so he could use that in order to make sure that the Queen gets this Town Hall, because a single target Inferno is on her.
Not able to get the Town Hall with that, though. He does have to use both freezes to ensure that the Town Hall goes down, and that means that that's going to be the death of the Queen.
It goes down.
She wanders out of range. Klaus will keep his Queen for a bit longer, Maxi.
Yes, he will, but I don't even know if that is good at this point, because she might take out this Hound, but he has 2 poison spells, so I guess it doesn't matter too much. But we have seen a small Lalo coming in from the top side, being healed up with the heal spell. A bigger Lalo coming in with the Warden from the left side, being protected by his Warden ability, the Grand Warden aura as well, giving them more HP, and he is moving into the last couple of defenses like nothing happened, with a huge group of balloons, and I think he has done it. Oh, has he?
Not quite sure. Tornado Trap catches some of those balloons as the rest of them go for the air defense. Taking that down, they just have one last corner to deal with. Tesla, Builder Hut, Archer Tower, Wizard, they are demolished. Destruction, thy name is Klaus, as the triple has been secured, and Queen Walker Stephanie are all but guaranteed to move to the upper bracket finals.
Yes, and I mean, Reported Gaming really have done what they could here with the base building. Honestly, all of these trips...
Klaus is now up. He's coming in with his own version of looks like the Skelly Donut Lalo. He's got a golem to potentially protect for his queen, but it all comes down to what he can remove with the invisibilities, the skeletons, the bats. He's grabbing the CC, the multi-target Inferno. Everything's looking good so far. He's taking it all down. It hasn't missed a spell just yet, and yes! Takes down the clan castle and the Inferno Tower. Brilliant start.
Yeah, really good start to this attack for Klaus, and now we see the crazy mastermind unfolding his plan with the golem early on for tanking for this queen, while his king is pushing slowly towards that defending eagle. You think, I mean, we know Seeking Goblins can work versus collectors, but he's just using the Super Barbarian to make sure that this barracks is not seeing any tomorrow.
Yeah, why not? Just take that down, as the king's gonna remove the enemy king and the eagle. He wants a log launcher to remove the multi behind the wall. He wants his queen to remove the scatter shot. He's taking this base apart so much. This is looking beautiful so far.
Wait, was this double giant bomb versus a log launcher? I don't even know. At this point, I wouldn't expect
the headhunters.
everything. But there's a headhunter to take down the defending queen. What is that? That's not even fair anymore. This Klaus is just on another level.
What is left of this base as he's just making his way around in towards this town hall now at this point. Even takes down that sweeper, and he's got a royal champion. I'm asking myself, does he even need to use his RC at this point?
That's crazy. Royal Champion, though, is not following because the queen is over there. Now, finally, there's the tornado trap. Is this tornado trap going to be a problem for him? This town is finally going down, but it's catching all of those loons inside the town of poison.
Does catch a lot of balloons. That Tesla farm is going to be a little annoying, but he still has that queen up, moving her way around. The Royal Champion is down as he's passing his way through that town hall poison. The Warden just goes down. The Royal Champion, a double skeleton trap popping up here, making her invisible, so she ignores the skellies. She's going for the scatter shot. She can burn her ability with 4 more balloons left, and even more skellies coming through.
More skeletons around that area, but with the Royal ability, I mean, there's one Expo. How should that Expo have even a chance versus those heroes? Lassie is going down, but the Royal Champion is having enough hit points to tank for days. Well, the Queen not only having Unicorn, but as well the Electro Owl next to her.
Wow, look at this. Klaus is putting up a 3-star here for Queen Walkers. And that will mean it will come down to the captain himself, Yuta 14. If he triples 4 Queen Walkers, they are guaranteeing that spot another potential, either first or second place finish into the grand finals from...
Well, we just said it. MS Esports need a defense And I think there's one player you don't want to be up against when you need a defense, and that is Klaus.
Yeah.
So very unfortunate timing here for the MS Esports boys, but let's see what Klaus can bring to the table. I see 5 healers, I see 4 Dragon Riders, and I also see 5 sneaky goblins here, and a couple of smaller troops. Will he deploy a Flame Flinger? It looks like it, because he has it chosen, and there it goes on the left side. He looked for a couple Teslas there with the Barbarian, and actually found 2 of them already. So let's see if he will send in another balloon or so to check if there are other Teslas as well. But the Queen Charge so far has started at the bottom side, not even deploying the healers, because who needs healers if you've got a unicorn?
Right, you don't need those healers to keep that queen alive. She's perfectly safe. Doesn't look like too much point defenses on her. The Expo will lock on, and that's when you'll drop your healers. There's the balloon to test for Seeking Air Mines, and the healers are finally now deployed to protect this queen.
And Carvin, why is he delaying these healers so much? Why did he send them? Didn't he send them at the start?
Because look at the town hall. If the healers were on the left side, they would have followed the queen. They could have potentially been in that town hall radius and been taking damage.
I see, yeah, that makes perfect sense. And probably also there would have been potentially some traps there.
Yeah.
He's not sending in a coconut balloon that we have loved to talk about so far a lot. Yeah, he doesn't find any traps at all. And now the queen is about to make her way into this channel, I think.
Yeah, the queen will walk away left. There's the Rage, CC, Headhunter's Lava Hound. I'm always keeping my eye out if those Rocket Loons or Super Minions, if you have to react really quick, and it can absolutely destroy your queen. But the Flame Flinger just secured that mortar, but it looks like it's about to open up here. Not going to get much after that.
Yes, I think he might have misplaced the Yeti, or the Yeti went a weird way, but the mortar there wasn't tanked for in this multi-compartment. But honestly, I think the troops from the Flame Flinger will be able to take that scatter out, and that is the most important thing, to make the queen go to the core of the base. But Klaus is not messing around, already starting the Dragon Rider push with the ward ability from the top side.
Not messing around at all as the queen makes her invisible, because that single target Inferno did lock onto her, so that's a bit of a problem as the king ability. He can pop that. He's saving onto as late as possible.
Whoa, the wall break!
Wow, he did. That's insane. How does he do it?
Wow, another impossible, seemingly impossible wall break there. Sorry for cutting you off there, but that was just so insane. He sent it perfectly. I was thinking, oh, how is he going to deal with that single?
Exactly.
That's going to be a big threat for his queen, and he just wall breaks. And this is an absolute demolition of this base. Hero still up, Dragon Rider still up. 20 seconds on the clock, could be close, but I think with all this hero and cleanup power, he will get it. And Klaus, the man himself, with Klaus closes it out with another triple. Congratulations.
It's Queen Walkers up next, and Klaus is in. They would just need 2 stars, but I feel like just looking at the army, he will go all in to make this work. No poison, telling me another skeleton donut, which he tries to pull off with even more troops to really enforce this hero dive, because there is even healers in the mix to make this an even crazier Klaus classic plan.
Yes, 4 healers. Usually we often bring 5 of them, but this is actually a warded walk. He has 4 invisibility spells as well, a bat spell and a rage and a skelly. Does this going to? Yeah, it is going to be a skelly, but he makes the Inferno Tower invisible with the first one. So let's see if he has enough bats spawning onto this multi-targeting Inferno, but so far it looks like he does. And even though he misplaces the first one, I mean, if you misplace one of them, you want to misplace the first one. So much happening at the same time here. He's deployed the Flame Flinger with the Warden at the bottom side, Woody, and seems to be activating this Town Hall in a second.
Yeah, Klaus is going slow and steady. He's like a kid in a candy store, just gobbling up all of his favorite treats, finding that clan castle in the middle, even getting a little bit of additional damage off on that Inferno Tower as well. The single is still up, but we've got a long-range Warden Walk now, grabbing that first star alongside a Flame Flinger. Superb artillery as Klaus is just raining down Hellfire from above. But got to keep in mind that there is a clock to keep track of. With 1:49, we need to go quick with this Hound and 24 balloons. He's brought 2 haste spells to do it and lots of hero space. But the Queen Walker Stephanie have timed out before. Can they prevent that from happening again, Itsu?
Yeah, that's the big question. While right now, time is ticking. I mean, he took an entire long one walk there to take down the tunnel, make sure that this tunnel is going down. So maybe it is indeed just a really, really concentrated 2-star approach with options for those 3 stars, because this tunnel had no chance of not going down. While now his heroes are diving into this compartment and trying to take down as much of the space as possible, while the healers and the golem have complete different plans than his heroes.
Yes, the golem actually went into the town hall compartment to take out this wizard tower, and I mean, the healers are deciding to come back. They went for this golem for a second. Oh, he actually brought another golem in the flame flinger that is now joining up with his queen, while the healers transferred to the royal champion. So he's got a little royal champion walk going on. He's got a little queen dive with the warden going on, and he's got a Lalo going on. There's so much going on, Woody. What are you witnessing at this point?
I'm witnessing a very good decision if someone can analyze this attack later on, because Klaus has just brought an icy avalanche of destruction onto the space with ice golems, bringing in an ice hound, flinging the flames. It is a story to remember. I couldn't even keep track of it across the whole time, but what a marathon march across this base. 15 seconds left and still holding on to that royal champion ability, ready to use it at a moment's notice to ensure that the last little buildings go down, but only 8 seconds left. He's going on a furious finish to the very end. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gets it just in time! Klaus, like the wrath of God, he will destroy the cities of your land and tear down all your strongholds! Klaus the Clever against a diamond shape. Really interesting compartment setup here by Excosist on this base. I gotta toss this first to you, Itsu. What are you noticing first?
I mean, it looks like just a legend base. I'm just right now really confused, because those are like one of those crazy teaser diamond-shaped bases, as you already said, Woody. So I cannot wait to see what he is coming up with. But he is starting off with the crazy hero dive, I guess, from the bottom side, Corbin.
Yeah, trying to get these heroes in towards the bottom side. He can remove this eagle nice and early, but take a look at where that clan castle is. It's a lot further up in the base, so he's not going to lure it out just yet. While this queen looks like she may just jump to the outside and continue to make her way up.
Quite unusual to see this sort of base design in a war. They are not spreading those buildings out to the far edges, which usually makes it a lot harder to get the funneling job done. Instead, Klaus, a base builder of his own, has certainly seen this sort of setup before, and it's just going to be up to whether he can predict where those traps are at to get the perfect insertion here, with the queen and the warden and the king all coming in from that right side corner, pathing just together like a beautiful little clump of destruction.
He's pushing he's pushing everything straight over through this wall. Oh, he finds a tornado trap, which is going to spin this blip around through the warden ability, but it's going to, and it gets frozen right there by the ice golem as it needs to make its way to the town hall. It just opens giant bombs, skeletons, all these traps in this area.
Is that a blizzard?
It is a blizzard. Super Wizards delivered towards the town hall, and it's taking it out.
Wow.
The question, though, is, was this enough value? Because this queen is supposed to get way more. The jump spell is placed. The queen ability is gone. But there is much more on the menu for the queen to take down.
Misses the unicorn there with that invis spell, and that's going to be a bit more damage onto that poor queen who's taken so much fire from the ground exposed. She is eliminated. She goes the way of all flesh, and it is now up to the balloons up top to try to decimate the rest of this base. The loons are clumped together with a free spell to help them out. There's going to be hardly any fire on them. Can they survive to the end? Red Bob's coming out, Carbon.
Oh, they're going around. The balloons are trying to make their way to the wizard tower, and they absorb the shots. But
Enemy queen.
Yeah, but she should be going down. She's in the poison. She's getting slowed a lot. But there's no red air bomb. Seems like the enemy queen goes down to the headhunters. Now it's just a matter of time here, Itsu.
There's one Archer Tower left. In fact, all of those loons are low. The one loon trying to tank. 35 seconds for Klaus to get this 3-star in. One more loon jump and the Archer Tower is going down. And this means it's the next 3-star for Queen Walker Stephanie. It nearly paid off to get this weird-looking base into the mix for Tribe Gaming. But it is going to be another 3-star for Klaus. And it was just...